Howdy folks, it's been kind of a strange week here at Uncle Pete's Cocktail Shop. I've been trying to make this foam magic work to make some fun cocktail foams, and I've had some mixed results. So let me just tell you what happened. I got this foam magic a while back and I've been trying to figure out how to make it work as to see if it would last longer or be better than just using egg whites like I had been doing, like in my last foam video. Now what I found was it kind of works. It works okay. There's not a ton of videos and stuff showing how to use this stuff. I found like two, and they sort of imply that you could just add it to any liquid and make a beautiful foam, which seems like it's not true. I was hoping that the foam magic would last longer than the egg whites, but it seems to last less long. So I don't know, I got some more work to do, but let me just tell you what happened. I thought I would make an absinthe foam, because if I made absinthe foam, I could then make a corpse reviver, and instead of adding absinthe to the corpse reviver, I could put it into the foam and then have that as sort of like the accent note in the foam. I put in absinthe and water, so all I put into the foam, and I thought this is gonna be like terrific. It's gonna be super absinthe-y, and it was, but right out of the gate when I sprayed the foam the first time, it was already kind of thin. It didn't look as good as I'd hoped, and it broke down pretty quickly. It's a very runny foam. I even did like a little time. I even did a little test. I put some into a glass with a timer, and about 4 minutes in, it's pretty much going away, which doesn't seem like quite enough time. If I want the thing to last, 5 minutes before it starts to noticeably deflate, if that makes sense. A couple things that I learned right off the bat. One, it seemed to work better when it was cold. So if you're gonna do this, prepare your foam, put it in the fridge before you serve it, make it cold. That seems to work a little better. So my second thought was, since the absinthe is really high proof, maybe too much alcohol, didn't work as well with the foaming. So what I decided to do was try a different foam. To forget about the corpse reviver for now, come back to that later, and for now I'm gonna make a root beer foam. Root beer foam. I don't know if you guys have seen this. This stuff is called Root. It's made by a place called Art in the Age, which I believe is in Philadelphia. It's like a root beer flavored liqueur. I don't think they make it anymore, and I had a bottle of this a long time ago that I had trouble using. I couldn't figure out anything really good to do with it, so I just drank up that bottle. But then a friend of mine was moving, gave me a whole nother bottle, so I've been trying to figure out again what to do with this stuff. Now, I'm gonna make my root beer foam with it. I put in this root, I put in some water, and I also put in root beer syrup. This is a locally made root beer syrup. Trying to think of what drink to make. I tried a whiskey sour with root beer foam. That's pretty good. But then I had a better idea, because a drink that's very popular here at this house is root beer and Fernet. So Fernet, root beer syrup, soda water. It's a light, slightly bitter, slightly sweet, kind of refreshing drink. Really good. So the idea I had was to make basically a Toronto. Toronto is pretty much an old-fashioned with a little Fernet in it. I did root beer syrup and Fernet to make my Toronto with Angostura bitters. And then I'll put the root beer foam on top, and that should be delicious. right, so let's give this thing a try. The foam's already starting to break down. It takes me a minute or two to, after I make the drink, to sort of reset up for this shot, and it's already kind of starting to form these big bubbles that are breaking up. So this foam is not yet, I haven't yet figured out the perfect thing to do about this foam, because it doesn't last as long as I want it to, but it'll still taste, should still taste okay. Okay, that's a good drink. The root beer and Fernet, as I've discussed, is awesome. The foam is nice. It has a nice texture still, even though it's starting to break down, but I feel like the texture is going to get worse and worse as we go here. So I've still got some work to do on making this foam work properly. A couple of ideas I have is going to be turn down the alcohol a lot. Maybe the alcohol is interfering with it somehow. Turn up the foam magic, because maybe more will make it work better. I don't really know. And option 3 is abandon this product altogether and just use egg whites like I've been using, which seem to work a little bit better. Okay, stay tuned. I'm gonna keep trying out this foam stuff, see what I can figure out. So I'll make some more videos in the future if I can figure out how to make this foam work. Thanks for watching, like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.